I'm gonna try to talk loud. I'm in this noisy gym. What's going on, y'all? Hope you had a good Memorial Day yesterday. I'm in the gym working out. I'm in the process of moving, so I'm not gonna be able to do a lot of videos today. But I'm gonna do this one. This quick live stream this morning. Yo, Miami Heat get it done. I can't even front on them. I can't even cap on it, man. They got it done. Jimmy Bucket showed up, man, in a big way. And as I said before the game, I said Jimmy Buckets was gonna have to show up, and not Jimmy Butler. We've been seeing Jimmy Butler the last 3 games, but Jimmy Bucket shows up, and they dogged Boston Celtics. I'm glad because I can't stand them jokers. Good riddance, Boston. Good riddance. Miami just beat them all up, beat them up, mauled them, hustled to the ball better. They shot the ball better. They just out hustled them. The defense swarmed them. Just played a better ball game. They was a better team tonight, and it's like the odds just, I don't know. It felt like Boston was going to win, but I kind of deep down felt like Miami was going to get this one. And what this says is basically that no one still has ever come back. So 151 to nothing. So it pays not to ever go down 3-0. Boston learned a valuable lesson. They fell one game short of coming all the way back from 3-0, but that's why you don't go down 3-0. 3-1 has been done a few times, quite a few times. But 3-0, you pretty much a sitting duck if you go down 0-3. They should have never went down 0-3. And they learned a valuable lesson. They came up one game short. I honestly think Boston ran out of gas tonight, y'all. That's what happens, when you just they exhausted all their resources, all their energy, trying to get that one, trying to get 4 straight. And Miami always was playing with house money all the way to the end. Really, the pressure was never on Miami really until Game 7. Uh, but the one advantage Boston did have was the fact that they did have home court advantage. But at the end of the day, it came down to the come down. Congratulations to Eric Spoelstra. I didn't want to dog you because I'm a big fan of Eric Spoelstra, but I got to tell the truth. I'm going to criticize Darvin Ham and Doc Rivers and all these other guys. You got to, and even Joe Mazzulla, you got to put the blame at the feet of who it belongs to. You got to be fair all the way across the board. And Eric Spoelstra still got to get it done. He still ain't won a championship since LeBron James. But congratulations to the Miami Heat for making it to the NBA Finals. And let's see what they do. Got to win this one. Uh, I'm gonna talk on another video. I'm gonna talk about my picks. I still haven't decided. I kind of know what I'm gonna say, but I'm doing a whole video based on my picks, my matchups. I think this thing is gonna play out as far as from a basketball perspective and from a fan perspective. I think it's gonna be an exciting NBA Finals. I think it's gonna be a long competitive series. Uh, Jimmy Butler's got more heart in his fingertip than LeBron and Anthony Davis do in their whole entire body. So they not getting swept. I can tell you that right now. Miami ain't going down like them sucker Lakers went down. Because LeBron James lead the charge. So yeah, man, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. The NBA Finals. I'm excited to get ready to call this game. I'm glad that Eastern Conference Finals made me nervous, man. As a Laker fan, you don't want to see Boston get that 17th championship before we get out. 18. You don't want them to get number 18 before we get it. But what really would have been fulfilling is the Lakers and Boston in the finals going for 18. But the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat had something to say about that, and they stopped it. They blocked it. They blocked it from happening. So I can't do nothing but just congratulate the Miami Heat. They got it done tonight. Because y'all know I was criticizing Jimmy Butler and Eric Spoelstra. Jimmy Butler, I'm going to tell you, man, you won me over as a fan completely now. But your legacy was on the line, and you stepped up. You were a man. You took charge, and you did it. That's more than I can say for that fake king from Cincinnati, Ohio. Y'all know what that Michael Jordan wanted to be. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it was done. We did it. Well, I ain't going to say we because I'm not really a Miami Heat fan, but I am a Jimmy Butler fan. I ain't going to be like some of the people that jump off the ship. My Lakers lost So I can't just like jump on this like I'm another fan of another team. But I am rooting for the Miami Heat, and I do like Jimmy Butler. I like to see him get it done. I just think this will be great for Jimmy Butler's story coming from poverty. He was homeless, and he made something out of his life, and he's got a chance to make history as far as from his perspective because he's never won a championship before. So I like those kind of stories, those inspiring stories. And Jimmy Butler has a very inspiring story. So I want to see Jimmy Butler be successful. But it's gonna be tough. I will say this. I don't want to give a spoiler about what my big check, my thoughts, but I will say this. It's gonna be tough because Miami, I think, kind of shot themselves in the foot when they lost those three straight and caused what should have been a 4 or 5 game series to go to 7. Uh, and what's been happening is Denver just been sitting there smoking cigars and chilling, just getting rest and all of that, whatever nick and knack and injuries they've had all this time to rest, and they still got another 2 3 days to rest. On top of those days, they took care of business, got the Lakers up out of there, and so Denver definitely has the advantage. I can't even front act like they don't because they do. So right now, the advantage goes for the Denver Nuggets. Miami's gonna have to make up some ground. Uh, they're gonna have to get as much rest. If I was Eric Spoelstra, I'd tell my players right now, I need y'all to sleep in the next 3 days. I don't need y'all on Instagram. Get off social media. Get off video games, all that stuff. Y'all just need to be resting. Get as much sleep as you can get because you're gonna need it. Because this next stretch of land is gonna be rough because you're gonna have to play a long, drawn out series against. I think these teams are more evenly matched than what people probably gonna give them credit for. I actually think this is an evenly matched series, but it's gonna be tough. You got to give Denver the edge because of rest. That's a major factor when it comes to NBA and playoffs. Rest is a huge factor, and just Denver's just had more time to rest their bodies than the Miami Heat. But big props. Their backs were against the wall. All the odds were saying that Boston was going to win, uh, and they had home court advantage. Game 7 was in Boston. Boston had come all the way back, and they looked like they were dead in the water. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I picked Boston to win the series. It looked like they was like Miami had just lost it. Like it wasn't. They didn't have a chance. But you know, sheer will or drive, hard work always prevails. And I got to give it up to Jimmy Buckets, in the Miami Heat for to just when the chips was down, when their backs against the wall. Thank y'all for liking. I need some more likes in here. I got more thumbs. I got more in the room than I got likes. I mean, some of y'all hating. Come in here, let's click that like button. So yeah, so you can't front, you can't hate. Miami Heat got it done. I believe this their year. I want to see them go all the way. But I gotta tell you, Denver's gonna be a scary matchup. Not because I think the teams are equally matched, like I said earlier, but I just think that the reason they're gonna have a hard time is because Denver just had way more rest. And down the stretch of a playoff series like this, rest is everything. So you gotta have rest. So if I was a coach, I'd tell them y'all can stay out the bars, go to bed at 8 o'clock p.m. every night, 7 o'clock, get some sleep, and be ready to come to practice, be ready to work, and just get out there, leave it all out on the line. I'm pulling for you, Jimmy Buckets, man. Brother came from being homeless. I really want to talk about an all-American story. This is the best American story you can think of. A man who was adopted by a family, came from being homeless, and made something of himself, and has the opportunity to win an NBA championship. So I will be cheering for the Miami Heat. I make no bones about it. Yes, I respect Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. I think most of the odds-on betting favorites are going to say the betting world is going to say that they're the odds-on favorite. They're going to win going away. You're going to hear some of this hating crap over the next few days, stuff like Denver in 5 and all that kind of crazy stuff. I'm going to tell you, I don't believe that. I'm done doubting the Miami Heat. I doubted them a little bit. I ain't doubt. Every time you doubt the Miami Heat, they just keep coming. So I'm done betting against Miami. I don't bet, but I'm done doubting Miami. So I'm like, so I'm gonna go down with the ship this time. If they sink, I'm gonna sink with them. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Miami in 6. I'm gonna call Heat in 6, possibly 7. It's gonna be a long series. This is not my real prediction video, but I just want to throw that out. But the next, I'm gonna be way more detailed in my breakdown video. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I got Heat in 6. Heat in 6. I mean, I don't like doubting Denver either, though. But Miami has gone above. See, the difference between Miami and Denver is Denver they had like the second, third best record in the league. They were number 1 in the West. So Denver, like everybody expects Denver to win the championship. And so nobody really ever doubted them, except for maybe in the Lakers series, a few people. But for the most part, everybody has pretty much said Denver's going to win. But we've been doubting the Miami Heat the whole time. And every time people doubted them, they won. So I'm not doubting the Miami Heat. I'm not betting against them. I'm not doubting them. I got Miami Heat winning this thing in 6 games. I got them defeating the Denver Nuggets. And I'm off the doubting Miami train. Miami Heat are going to win this championship, y'all. They're going to win this thing. They're going to win it. Man, y'all ain't been commenting. I don't see nobody in the comment section. Y'all just watching today. I got you. Well, I'm leaving the gym. I'm about to run. He's got this workout. Your boy been slipping. I done gained like 10 pounds, man. I got to get back on the grind. I haven't been eating right, man, and it's showing up on the scale. You know, you can't out-train a poor diet. And I've learned the hard way. I picked up 10 pounds. I've been staying off the scale. I was eating bad at work, and I could feel my clothes getting tighter. I knew I was gaining weight because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And finally this morning, I had the guts to get on the scale. Found that I've gone up 10 pounds. But I know what to do. I got to turn on my food, and I got to pay more attention to what I'm eating. Spend more time focus on the food that I'm spending in the gym. All right, y'all. Brandon Love Sports TV. This is your boy. I am out. Peace.